Hey guys, and welcome back to Spaghetti Factorio, featuring Angels, Ores, Bobs. I am EddieMan, and this is episode number 2. In the previous episode, we pretty much introduced the series, and we got the ground rolling. Here, I'm working on getting coal to the power, and we're talking about having to have wood for circuit boards this time. So we're going to have to go ahead and proceed with building our greenhouses eventually. So I don't want to blow any trees up or anything. I was just looking at my options for making sure I have plenty of wood. But here we are, going ahead and going to get a source of coal for power. So I don't have any of these blackouts anymore. Okay, I'm going to feed the lab with some red science there. And then I want to make sure the coal is coming. Yep, perfect. Okay, and we're currently researching optics for lights, so you guys on YouTube could see. And of course, for going forward, we need optics for many things in the game. Alright, and I believe the next research I choose is turrets. So that's coming around the corner as well. This episode, we're going to go ahead and get some of our smelting columns, at least the beginning stages of the smelting columns up. I'm going to go ahead in just a moment here. I'm going to choose where I'm going to put my smelting columns. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and choose turrets. Okay, perfect. Alright, so I was just checking all the iron and copper there. I was making a big mistake last episode. I was calling the stereotype, I was calling it Jovalite. So that was my bad. Yeah, here we go. We just selected our spots for smelting column. And I chose the area for crushing, for at least the sapphire over here. Now, doing a little more research off camera, I realized that I activated gems, but then again, I didn't activate gems. So unfortunately, and the loaders are activated. So maybe we'll play around with some of the loaders later on in the game. And that other mineral, the bauxite, I didn't turn on. So I don't think I don't know. We'll address those issues as we get to those points. But yeah, we'll go ahead and select the smelting column sections here, and where the crushing is the early stage of crushing we're gonna have. Right, so I'm going to go to my blueprint here and pull out my my smelting column. Now, this is a small column. I'm going to go ahead and just modify the blueprint in just a moment here. Yeah, I'm going to select the last 4 and I'm going to add it to the bottom to make it a 32, 16 on both sides column here. And again, chopping more trees down. Always going to be chopping trees. So yeah, the gems, I'm not going to be able to get the diamond pickaxe and such because I didn't activate the ores. So that's a shame. I don't want to have to go back because I already have a bunch of episodes already recorded and I don't want to break the game. So, and currently still waiting for Angels and Bobs to be activated for 9.16, so I have to keep reverting back and forth between the two versions. It's okay though. I will be playing a lot of 9.16 on vacation break. I'd be going to New York in a couple of days for about a week and a half. So, and yes, I will still be managing my channel during that time, so stay tuned for everything I have coming. So here we go. We got the smelting column set for 32 smelters. I'm just placing some lights and power poles around. So we saved that blueprint, and I'm going to call it 32 smelting. Yep. Remember to save it this time. I have to add it to my blueprint book. Oh, that's right, I already did. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and duplicate this a bunch of times for iron, and then a bunch of times for copper. I'm going to skip a generous space in the middle, just in case we want to run a belt or something through. Power poles and so forth. Maybe even a train later on. We'll see. Okay. I made a mistake and I didn't skip enough space, so I'm going to tear that down really quick and just plop it in its current spot. I also left the space in between each smelting column, just in case we need to run like coal or something through the middle. You never know. Okay, so I'll choose the crushing spots. I didn't like where the stairtite crushing was, so I think I move it down south. Right. Yeah, I'm just thinking about what I want to do with stone right now. Yeah, because we have so much crushed stone here. I decided I'm going to go ahead and make another smelting column for stone. We're going to start producing the stone bricks, so we can start laying paths down and so forth, so we can run around faster. Yep. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna blow any trees up, because wood is very it's a much needed resource in Bob's Angels mods for circuits. So, well, Bob's mods. Oh, and my iron pickaxe ran out, so we'll just make 2 more. Very simple. Okay. By the way, we are researching mechanical refining. So I believe that's the better ore crushers. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to turn that clicking noise off, because it's gonna, every time something is crafted here in my crafting bar, it's gonna click. And I know that can get old after a while. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set up stone here. To take the crushed stone, and make them into stone ore. And with that, I decide to take down some of the smelters here. Back there, I was looking at the chipsets and what was needed, like resin and all the things needed to make the electronic circuits, solder and such like that. So here we go. We're gonna start making stone ore now, and the rest of the episode is pretty much going to be laying out the materials for the smelters, and running belts around to gather coal to the smelters and so forth here. I'll let the spaghetti begin. Okay, I gotta get rid of all this crushed stone in my inventory. I was just waiting for the science packs to finish up there. It was took a little longer than I thought. Okay, and I think this is when I start deciding I was going to start making some lights as well. Okay, so I'll get rid of that crushed stone in my inventory. Okay, so we're going to have it meet in the middle here. 2 assemblers on one side, 2 assemblers on the other. It's a routine setup. And now we're going to drag that over to the last smelting column for stone bricks. Make some electric miners to mine some more coal. Alright, so mechanical refining is done. So yeah, that was the better ore crushers. We're going to work on logistics now. Get some undergrounds and splitters working. Right, throw some red science in the mix, make some more. I was looking to see where I can make a bus. Wasn't sure. I don't know if we're even going to do a bus, because I know with Angels and Bob's buses, whew, that's a whole different series in itself. I tell you. One of my ultimate goals, though, is to see if I can bust everything for Angels and Bob's. That would be craziness, right? There we go. Put some lights. I'll come back to that in another episode, the rest of those. I just wanted to get some iron and copper smelting here properly. I wanted to make sure I fit some of that in this episode. Okay, so at first I decided that I was going to run the whole column down, but then I realized I don't need to waste that much materials right now on just one column. So we're going to just start off with 4 to start off with. Make sure we place the lights so we can see. Okay. Yeah, that clicking noise is going to get old. It's going to get annoying real quick. Alright, so we're just going to squeeze in stone walls there. I think I make one more trip down to science. Make sure that runs. So we're going to start placing some electric miners down for more coal mining here. For smelting. Okay. And just do our standard smelting column for the time being. Chop a little trees down as we go. Just gotta check all the good ends here. Alright, we're going to set up the route for coal to smelters. Very standard stuff. Now that we have logistics, we can actually set these columns up. Alright. And there we go. We got stone bricks. Perfect. Okay. We have plenty of coal, so we're good. We'll move on to iron here. Get some iron going. I think in Angels and Bob's there's a way to speed up the crafting speed. The personal crafting speed. I'm not sure. We've got to look at the science for that. I've seen other players do that, so I'm gonna say there is. Alright, so we're gonna split the iron down from one column to the next column. Of course, the power pole is always in the way. It always seems like it's in the way. Just gotta clean the belt up here because we have some crushed stones still getting past the assemblers here. And it's pretty much routine building here. Not much spaghetti yet. I'm gonna try not to go so crazy with the belt braiding and such. But I have all these blueprint arrays. I might as well use them as much as I can. So yeah, I was gonna move the belt up by one, but then I was like, wait, I can fit this in. Yeah, so I fix it. Perfect. Okay. Condensed. That gives me some space, some running space between the crushing and the smelting columns. Okay, so we have stone. Let's get iron online here. Perfect. Get the coal going. Get some more inserters going as well. Alright. Lights. Can't forget the lights. Alright, we have iron on the belt now. It's gonna say the bus. Whatever it's gonna be. Alright, so we're gonna go and squeeze in some copper before the end of the episode here. It's my ultimate goal. Which means we also have to run the coal down here as well. Alright, so an ore crusher, not a burner ore crusher, just a regular ore crusher, does require power. Alright, so I think I do upgrade them to the ore crushers. Yes. Yes, I do. So that means I don't have to run, I can get rid of the coal that's on the top there. And I can add more inserters to crushing as well. Okay. Put that in my notes for next episode. Okay, so we're going to extend the coal over to the copper here. We have to also set up some stone ore production from the copper here. Okay. Steer tight. That's it. I'm trying to spit that word out. So we'll do the basic setup again where they both meet in the middle. Yep. And I might as well just put stone production right here. Get some lights so we can see. It's always important. Alright, so I don't know if 2 is going to be enough. I think I only leave it with 2. Yeah, we're going to have to join this stone with the regular stone there. Yeah, see, it's going to... I don't think that 2 is going to be enough. I don't think I catch that. Right, so we're going to go ahead and connect the stone. And I'm trying so hard to squeeze this copper in. But I believe we run out of time before we're able to get it up and running. Alright. I think we get most of it going now. So the stone looks okay. We have plenty of stone bricks. Yeah, I was waiting for all these belts and doodads to be done. That's what was slowing me down. Okay, so we have at least a call getting over here. But yeah, that's unfortunately that's all the time that we have for this episode. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me in this episode of Spaghetti Factorio, featuring Angels and Bobs. And like always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.